New interviews with Russian military personnel have shed light on the reasons behind the Russian military withdrawal from Ukraine's border, when invasion seemed imminent to many observers. Rostov News Agency is reporting that at least 170 Russian troops have resigned, including the resignation of 32 officers, while an estimated 800 to 1,000 troops have deserted their units without resigning, and a number of several dozen have been arrested for attempting desertion. A few soldiers who did not wish to be identified have stated multiple reasons for the very problematic resignations and desertions. The soldiers interviewed stated the lack of desire to fight their brothers in Ukraine, and did not believe the reasons their government and media was giving for their aggressive stance against Ukraine. Very plainly, and despite much media information giving pro-war reasons, most felt they had been completely lied to about the justifications for war preparations. There are also several key events that have occurred over the past few weeks. The Russian troops interviewed have the knowledge that NATO has moved many troops, aircraft, and other assets for war into the nations of Eastern Europe. US and other NATO special forces have also been reported operating inside Ukraine itself. Then there is the knowledge that at least 3 US B-2 stealth bomber aircraft with nuclear weapons have been deployed into Europe, and have also been confirmed in the skies over their locations. Those interviewed stated they did not feel that Ukraine is worth starting a horrible World War III over, and that President Putin may be acting irrationally about this issue. Yet another worrying incident occurred last week when an unidentified aircraft flew high over multiple troop locations near the Ukrainian border, knocking out all electronic communications for several hours. This occurred over not just one Russian troop location, but at least 3 separate locations: Rostov-on-Don, Belgorod, and Klimovo. Attempts to shoot the aircraft down multiple times, even with sophisticated air defenses, all failed, as those systems had been disabled by some unknown electronic means as well. Excessive alcohol consumption has also been a very serious problem affecting morale. A no alcohol policy was implemented but did not lessen the problematic drinking, as alcohol has been smuggled by many troops. Officers quickly abandoned attempting to enforce the policy due to massive resistance. Fights among drunken soldiers has been widespread, with several shootings and 2 soldiers killed. Multiple crashes of vehicles and other incidents involving drunken soldiers have also been reported, including a few fatal crashes. In one incident, an APC with a drunken soldier at the controls lost control and ran over a car in a head-on crash, killing a family of 4 near Rostov-on-Don. It is not certain yet if Moscow will be able to recover from these conditions, or what if anything the Kremlin has planned to boost morale. Troops have been brought in from other areas but have had a hard time orienting themselves into new units, and may suffer the same fate as those before them. One thing is certain: Russia will have a hard time fighting a war inside Ukraine under these conditions.